Hey guys, Spud here, and today I wanted to tackle a topic that could be affecting your performance in DCS, as well as any other game you might be playing on your home PC, and up to and including different productivity suites you could be using, such as photo or video editors as well. If you go to any of the DCS forums, Discord servers, things of that nature, you'll invariably find posts from folks saying, I have a super beastly CPU, GPU, and a ton of RAM, and I still am seeing super high FPS spikes, super low FPS dips, and of course the always frustrating micro-stutters in between. Now, this can affect all games, not just DCS, but DCS can have a particular weak spot for things like micro-stutters especially, because of the fact that it's a flight simulator. You could be in 1 second looking up into the clear blue sky with almost no 3D models or textures present, and a split second later, you could be looking down at the ground for, say, your target down there, and there are a gazillion textures and 3D models now within your field of view, which of course leads to a FPS dip and potentially a micro-stutter. And micro-stutters are going to be especially prevalent when changing from, say, an external view to an internal view, or from the F10 map back to your cockpit, things of that nature. I did see within my Discord server some folks had potentially found a cure for a lot of the micro-stutters they were seeing while flying in DCS. And so I wanted to dig into the research and go down some different rabbit holes on the internet and see if I could replicate this and make it work for me as well. And it turned out to be a relatively simple fix, and it actually had everything to do with my quote-unquote gamer mouse that I think probably a lot of you guys out there watching this video are probably using in your rig as well. So why don't we open up our Logitech configuration software for our mouse. And we can see I'm using a Logitech G502 Hero mouse. A pretty standard, super ubiquitous mouse that's out there that I find to be rather comfortable and that I like to use. And if we open up the settings here, we can see the report rate by default is all the way up to 1000. Now, usually within Windows, this is going to be called the mouse polling rate, quote unquote. Now, that polling rate is essentially how many times per second your mouse is sending information to Windows about its position. So right now by default, it's sending that information 1000 times per second, which is quite a lot. Now the problem here, and what makes DCS itself so susceptible to polling rate being an issue in causing those micro-stutters, is the fact in DCS we are using so many inputs. We have our gamer mouse here, we have our keyboard, we have our HOTAS, that's going to be our throttle and our stick, we have our rudder pedals, we have our Track IR or VR headset, we've got maybe a Stream Deck, or we've got MFDs, we've got the microphone we're using to talk over SRS or Discord with our Wingman and our Strike package. All that stuff coming together and all those gazillion inputs coming together and overwhelming Windows. This has been a problem for PC gamers going back way before DCS World was even a thing. The very underlying structures of Windows itself has a limit to how many inputs Windows can take and process without there being dips in performance. So within DCS, if we're flying with all those inputs going in, and we've got ourselves a ridiculous gamer mouse like our G502 here, that is sending info 1000 times per second, it's more likely to overwhelm the underlying structures of Windows, and then thus give us bigger FPS dips and, crucially, those very annoying micro-stutters. Now, It's a super easy fix. All you gotta do is go into your configuration tool for your quote-unquote gamer mouse and lower that report rate or polling rate. Now, I tend to find that the best sweet spot for DCS is gonna be at the 250 mark or the 125 mark. Just your usual $5 mouse that you buy at any, Costco is going to be down at the 125 mark, and that's going to be absolutely perfect for any everyday PC use. So if you find that that's a little bit not accurate enough for, say, clicking buttons in your cockpit, pop that up to 250 and you should be good. Now, once you have that saved, you should find that a lot of those micro-stutters that you find in DCS are going to go away, and hopefully go away permanently. So big thanks. I can't remember off the top of my head who actually posted some of these things diving into polling rate on my Discord server, but I then ran with it, looked it up online, saw it was a big thing out there, and if I didn't know about it, I'm sure lots of you guys out there didn't know about it, so I figured it would be a good thing to make a video about. So keep in mind, guys, that if you are done flying in DCS and you want to go back to that more twitchy, very low performance required, FPS game like, say, Counter-Strike, then you can always rise that reporting rate back up to 1,000 super easily. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I do hope that this helps you guys out. So please give a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Please enjoy this beautiful game, DCS World.